Well, hello everybody. We are taking this electric kiln and converting it into the gas kiln, and we need to weld some stuff. And I am standing on a welding table, portable welding table from VEVOR, retails for $106. And as you can see, it's about as tough as they come. You can get 5% off with my coupon code in the description. I'll have it on the screen right there. So with free shipping, it's around $100. So thankful for VEVOR sending this out. I have been welding on these sawhorses and doing just about everything with these sawhorses for about 10, 15 years. And I'm ready to say goodbye to them because this thing is awesome. It folds up, it's got wheels, it's strong, can hold me. And I'm thinking weld on it, use it for the chop saw, do all kinds of stuff with it to build this kiln. We need to weld up a steel frame for the chimney and a steel frame for the burner port. It's gonna be awesome. Let's check out this table. $106, 5% off, free shipping. It's tough. VEVOR did send this out to me for free. They're always taking care of me and making sure I have what I need to complete my projects, and I appreciate that. These are my own opinions, but they did send this out to me for free, so keep that in mind while you're listening to this review. Well, the box is completely tore up. It's all dented in the side. It's got huge gashes in it. It doesn't look flat anymore. So if this welding table is in decent shape, well, that just says something about the VEVOR packaging, because this whole side, I can't show you the side, it's got my address on it, but it's all tore up over here. And it looks like UPS or whoever delivered this thing, I mean, I don't know what they did to it. Huge hole here. It's tore up. Let's break this thing out and see what we got. It's not looking good here, but I bought or VEVOR sent me other stuff before, and they always do a really good job packaging it. So my gut feeling is it's going to be okay. This I might have to do off camera because it's huge. And I don't know if I have enough room on my table underneath this camera here. See what we can do. You know, honestly, it seems to be okay, which is kind of amazing because, man, the shipper, the UPS, I think it was, did a number on that box. I don't know what they did, but it looks like it's okay. It's all flat. I don't see any bends or dents or anything in it. So, yay, VEVOR. W on the packing. Big old, that thing you can see took a big dent on something. So this packaging really did the job. So, looks good. The table looks like it's in great shape, so even though the UPS man absolutely destroyed the box, the table looks great. And you can see it's got some parts to put together here. Everything looks like it's in great shape. I haven't opened these yet. Let's just set a time lapse, and we're gonna see how long this takes me to put together. We're gonna start the timer now. Oh, wait, before we do that, it is metric. Everything in here is metric. I don't really have any metric sockets or anything. So I have a 10 millimeter, but that's it. So we're going to use some adjustable wrenches and some other tools, and we'll see with basic tools how long it takes to put together. I'm going to start the stopwatch in 3, 2, 1, and we'll time lapse going now. I don't know what happened. I don't know if I forgot to press record or what, but the time lapse ended. But even with messing with the camera and readjusting everything and doing all that, we got 11 minutes and 7 seconds on the assembly. It was honestly super easy. You really don't need anything than like adjustable wrench would be nice, and I had this like type of adjustable wrench. It worked great. It was super easy, very intuitive. You probably don't even need the directions, to be honest. It was easy. And yeah, 11 minutes flat, no problem. And yeah, easy to put together. Looks great, super sturdy looking. Actually impressed. I didn't think it was going to be this sturdy, to be honest. So now the carbon steel top does have slots and holes in it for all of your tools and accessories. The gauge is 13 gauge, which I've found is plenty thick for most homeowners. Now you're not going to be building the Titanic on it, of course. And it's got nice wheels to roll it around. And at the widest point it's 21 inches, and then it's 44 inches in length. Now in the shortest setting is 30 inches tall. It does have 4 different height settings. The tallest one being about 36 inches. And the legs are really easy to adjust. You just push on those, I don't know what you call those little squishy things where you squeeze them and then you adjust it. But it's got nice locking pins on it. And like I said, 36 inches is perfect for me. I'm gonna be using this not only to weld on, but for the chop saw, to unload and load my pots. I think this is gonna be my new all-purpose table. The legs are really easy to fold. I just flip it over. It's pretty lightweight considering how strong it is. And you can either leave the legs up, it goes either way, and you just simply fold them down. And it takes up about the same amount of space as my old sawhorses do. It's really light, it has wheels so you can wheel it around, carry it to your job site, wherever you need to go with it. Very awesome, easy to fold up. I really like it. I put this table through some heavy use / abuse for a couple weeks building my project, my kiln project, and it turned out to be the absolute MVP for this project. I used it for everything, from laying out the materials, just to use it as a work table, holding the chop saw, prepping the metal, and just about everything in between. I use it for everything. I love the height adjustment, not having to squat down. It was a great place to clamp the ground cable on for the welder. And of course, it worked great as a welding table. It was tons of sturdiness for the project, putting heavy metal on it, putting the chop saw, never back down. It absolutely worked perfect. I believe every tool out there has pros and cons. Nothing is perfect. They all have their pluses and minuses. And while this one was nearly perfect, there were a few nitpicky details that I think could be improved upon on future versions of this table, but it was nearly perfect overall. Here are the cons. Now, it does have one con in my opinion, and this is the downside to this table. Everything I like about it so far, I absolutely love it. It's very strong, it's lightweight. It's perfect for what most people that are not professional welders would use this for. However, it does have one downside. That is when you fold these legs out all the way, you fold them out and you crank this down to lock them in place, they really don't lock that well. Now, as you can see earlier, I was standing on it, no problem. So it doesn't seem to be really a problem because it is outward. And if something's gonna bend, it's gonna bend outward. But I wish they would have some sort of lock or a pin on here or something to make these stay in place because, well, they just don't. So that is the only con I can find about this table. Oh, one more thing. This is also, I wish they would put a little glue on these. So I'm gonna put a little glue on them because they did fall off already. But yep, there goes the other one. So there's two cons that I can see about it. This does not have any sort of locking pin for the legs. It does have this wheel you can turn, but that's about as tight as I can get it with my hands. And as you can see, it just slides just pretty easily. And these do come off. So VEVOR, if I had to change one thing or two things, that's be it. It does have a nice locking pin on the legs. And I wish, right here, I wish they would have had the same thing right there. Just a pin or something so you can lock it in and feel a little bit more secure. Other than that, the table, in my opinion, is perfect. And if I were buying it myself, I would definitely buy this one instead of that other store that this is probably made to compete with. You know what I'm talking about. After putting it through some heavy use for a couple weeks, I did find one other small issue. It's pretty minor, and that is that the little nuts that hold the wheel on are not locking. They're not like a nylon insert locking nut, and they just fell right off. And I lost them in the grass, and so the wheels fell off. Not a huge deal. I wish that VEVOR would have put some Loctite on there or some nylon lock nuts to begin with. But if you need to go buy some because you lost yours in the grass too, they are metric. They're size M6. And as soon as I put new lock nuts on there, they're perfect. But you're a welder, so you probably already have Loctite. So when you're building the table, just put a little Loctite on those bolts and you won't have that problem. Pretty simple fix. Took me about 50 seconds to fix this. Not a big deal. This welding table from VEVOR really was the MVP for this project, building this kiln. I can't thank them enough. Don't forget, go to the link in the description or on the screen right here, get your 5% off on this table. It's awesome. If I had to pay for it with my own money, I would get this one right here, not another one. You can take it anywhere. It's light, it's easier to store, sturdy, and it's going to be good for most things that a homeowner or hobbyist are going to need in their studio or for their welding projects. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.